What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I'll be going over this 2022 Dodge Challenger SRT Jailbreak, aka the Baby Dodge Demon. If you enjoy reviews like these, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. That being said, let's jump right into the 2022 Challenger SRT Jailbreak and see what it's all about. Starting with the different trims that you can get with the Dodge Challenger lineup, include the SXT, GT, RT, Scat Pack 392 or the wide body version, SRT Hellcat or the wide body, and I've actually done a review on this, so I'll link it up above so you can check that out as well. The Hellcat Redeye or the wide body, or this one, which is the Hellcat Redeye wide body jailbreak, or the SRT Superstock. And each of these trims do have their own unique standard features and optional equipment that you can get. Safety wise, with the jailbreak, you do get the Park Sense rear park assist system, but this jailbreak has other available options like the technology group and driver convenience group, which also gives you the forward collision warning and the blind spot monitoring with rear cross path detection. On the exterior of this jailbreak, it's painted in pitch black, making it look extra mean. And with the distinctive Challenger front end, there's not a whole lot going on like I mentioned in the previous Hellcat video, other than having lots of openings for airflow for this monster, because it's a powerful muscle car, so don't expect any fancy gadgets or anything like that. Also, just like the Hellcat at the bottom, there is a massive front lip, and with the driver convenience group, you will get these high intensity discharge headlamps. Plus, if you look closely, you will notice air vents within the headlamp with the SRT logo. Now, one of the many available options that this jailbreak has is the midnight metallic exterior badging, which is also going to give you the SRT grill badge in that midnight metallic color. Up top, you got an identical hood from the Hellcat with the same two vents that of course are functional to cool down the jailbreak. Plus, it has the available black Mopar hood pin kit for that extra safety and security. Now, looking at the Hellcat from the side, you do get the body color side mirrors that come with the driver convenience group, along with the Hellcat Redeye badging on both sides. Also, you can't ignore the wide fender flares. That is part of the 27D package, and that will cost you almost $28,000 Canadian. But in return, it is going to give you the high performance engine controller, wide body competition suspension, SRT power chiller, and these gorgeous 20-inch carbon black light wheel aluminum wheels that fit perfectly with this jailbreak. Oh, and of course, you can't forget about these massive brakes to make sure this thing stops. Around the back, just like the front, nothing too crazy, but you've got your rear sensors built in and the massive LED tail lamps, along with the Dodge lettering in the center. Another thing that this jailbreak has is the satin black SRT performance spoiler. Opening up the trunk, these cars are meant for power, but just in case you need the space, you have tons of it. And in terms of how this thing sounds, well, take a listen for yourself. Moving to the inside of the jailbreak, there is Laguna leather and suede throughout the whole interior, along with bits and pieces in carbon fiber, which I'll touch on. And you get all of this in this jailbreak because it has the Laguna leather / Alcantara seat package. Now, with the door trim, it's very plain and simple because it's just got some storage at the bottom, window controls, side and mirror controls, and your driver memory seat controls. Plus, this jailbreak also has the upgraded 18-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, which gives you the trunk-mounted subwoofer as well. Now, as for the seats themselves, they're covered in both leather and Alcantara, which gives the jailbreak a sense of hope on the interior. Plus, you've got the SRT Hellcat logo on the front seats as well. Like I mentioned, since this vehicle has the Laguna leather and Alcantara package, this will give you front ventilated seats as well. And of course, you can't forget you already get the heated seats, so you get the best of both worlds. An additional option that this also has is the Dynamica suede headliner, along with the standard power driver seat. Now, in the back, again, there's nothing fancy about this vehicle because it's all power, but it's just your typical layout. And in the drop-down armrest will be some cup holders. Now, in the front, underneath are just some nice bright pedals, your parking brake, and the hood latch release. Above that are the lighting controls, dimmers, and trunk release button. And as a part of the Laguna leather Alcantara package, you also get the power tilt telescoping steering wheel. As you make your way into the jailbreak, the dashboard is covered in soft and hard material, and the gauge cluster has a nice red that pops out, similar to the Hellcats. But in general, the Challengers all have a similar layout. In the center, you've got some options to move things around that can be displayed in front of you, which can be convenient for certain things. The steering wheel is wrapped in Alcantara, and like the Hellcat, the SRT logo is illuminated in red, but this will cost you because it's an extra option. On the left side will be the gauge cluster and Bluetooth controls. The other side has the cruise control buttons. Plus, you can't forget about the paddle shifters if you do need them. Behind are the indicator, high beam, and wiper controls. Moving over to the center armrest area, it's of course not too spacious, and it really shouldn't be, but opening it up does have some decent storage space, plus USB ports and a 12-volt outlet. In the front are the cup holders, and then you have the gear shifter, which all of this is surrounded by the carbon fiber, which again, with the jailbreak, is an extra option. Then you've got the typical heating and cooling controls, along with the SRT launch, parking sensor, and traction control buttons. Then you've got the 8.4-inch touchscreen, which standard does not come with the built-in navigation, but you do have the option, which this jailbreak has, upgraded, which does include the navigation. Now I wish these things came with the new Uconnect 5 software, but who cares, because you have 807 horsepower, which I will touch on very shortly. On the media tab, you will have your usual AM, FM, Sirius XM. On the climate tab are the heating and cooling controls, or you can use the ones down below. The controls tab will have access to your heated, vented seats and heated steering wheel, plus the mirror dimmer and settings. Under apps is where you can find everything and fine tune other settings. Then there is the built-in navigation like I mentioned, or you can just use it off your phone. Under the phone tab is where you can pair your phone, of course. The settings tab will be the same one that you saw under controls, but for the fun part, when you go into the SRT dashboard, you will have all sorts of things that you can control here. Most of this is the same as the Hellcat that I reviewed. For example, you've got different drive modes, so there will be track, sport, custom, and auto, and depending on what you pick, this will change the dynamics of the car. Next would be the performance pages, which will bring up the timers, gauges, G-force, engine, and dyno sections, followed by the race options, which has the line lock if you want to do those massive burnouts, launch control of course, and what was added to the jailbreaks is the SRT chiller. You can also change where you want your shift lights to come on, and finally you've got the race cooldown. Now up top is your dimmable rear view mirror, followed by the interior lights, sunroof control, and some small storage. Yes, this jailbreak does have the option for a sunroof if you need it. Coming around to the passenger side, in the storage compartment will be some decent space for your things, and up by the passenger vent is where you will find a SRT jailbreak badge. As for the key, it's the usual red key with the Hellcats, and on the back you will just have another SRT logo with the red eye, but I do wish that they made one just for the jailbreak. Now for the fun part, as for what powers this monster, it's a 6.2 liter V8 high output supercharged engine, which is going to give you, like I mentioned, 807 horsepower and 707 pound-foot of torque. Here is the window sticker for this 2022 Dodge Challenger SRT jailbreak. Got the standard equipment that this already comes with, followed by the optional packages added to it, and as you can see, it has a lot of optional equipment. Below that is the pricing, which is in Canadian dollars. Now this being kind of a specialty vehicle, and with the whole market that we're in, I don't think you'll find this at MSRP. Well, that does it for this 2022 Challenger SRT jailbreak. Let me know what you think of this. Is it worth the price tag? Is it worth upgrading to? And let me know, do you love it or do you hate it?